am going to be starting some seeds today, and I thought that I would show you exactly how I do it, since you've seen some of our seed starting videos, but I haven't gone through the process of actually starting the seeds. As you saw, I was watering our plants, and we have two different types of soil here. What we started out with was this, which is really nice and loose and fine, and when we ran out, we went out and got some more, and it was a different brand and different type because it was a different store, and it's a little bit I don't know, thicker, bigger pieces in it, and it seems to actually hold moisture better than the other. So you saw that I was only watering some of them, and it's because I was watering the really fine soil. The other is still wet. Anyway, so far our greenhouse is doing great. It was in the 20s last night, and it was 80 degrees in the greenhouse this morning because we have the space heater in at night. I turned the space heater off because it actually was just over 100 degrees, which is hotter than I want it to be, so I was able to open this up and let it cool off. And I'm trying to find that happy spot with the greenhouse where I can you know, leave it partially vented. And yesterday I did really well, kept it between 75 and 80, maybe 80 to 90 for later in the day when it got warmer. So we're just got to kind of play around with it and figure that out. But anyway, we're going to get started with some more tomatoes and peppers, herbs and flowers today, and I actually have another order coming with 2 more types of tomato. No, 2 more types of pepper and 1 more type of tomato. But that should be it for real. Anyway, let's get started. Okay, so we are set up and prepared to start seeds, but I say we because Emma's my sidekick today and helping me with this. I just want to show you something really quick. I found this at the dollar store the other day for like $4, the Dollar General, and they had a bunch of different sizes, so I just got this one. But I thought it was really cute, and it's perfect for my seeds because I've had them in a boring old cardboard box forever. And yeah, okay, anyway, that's just my fun little pretty little find. So I am prepared to start seeds. I've got more labels printed. I figured out what we're planting today and how many labels we needed for each, and I've got all my seeds for today. So basically I just wanted to show you how easy it is to start seeds. I'm using cups, but you could use little planters. If you're doing this in your house, you do it in the house and then put your seeds under grow lights, or if you have a greenhouse, you can put them in your greenhouse. And let me show you my dirt, because I was telling you about the dirt. This is the first dirt we had, which was really fine, and this is the second we got, and it is a lot heavy. Like, it's not heavier per se, it's just got a lot bigger pieces. It does seem to hold the water better. I like this texture better, but this seems to hold more moisture, so it's kind of like one of those things is a toss-up. So anyway, I am starting with some pineapple tomatoes from Seeds for Generations. We grew pineapple tomatoes probably 4 or 5 years ago, and they're really cool. The kids really like them. They're pretty. They're like kind of a variegated orange and red and yellow color on them, and so I'm excited to grow these again. And I am putting, there's 4. I'm gonna do 2 seeds per container, and because I can, like I said, I can transplant one. If it's 100% germination, they both germinate. Once they have true leaves, I can take one, just scoop it out and put it in a new cup, and I've doubled my production, because you know I need like 1,000 tomato plants. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with my excess tomato plants. I might sell some, because I do realize that I probably can't plant them all as much as I want to, and if I do plant them all, I probably can't manage to process and preserve and eat fresh everything we're going to get out of all these plants. So you know, might be able to sell some. I know in the past years when we've been you know, our plants didn't survive that we started, or we didn't start enough, or whatever, we've been trying to find mature plants or growing plants to start in our garden. Actually, one year we had a really bad vole problem, and so we started a ton and we planted them out in the garden, and the voles would come and like yank them. They'd eat the roots and yank them down in a hole. We'd find a hole, and the tops of our plants would be hanging out, and we'd pull it out, and they would have eaten the root system and killed them. It was frustrating. We finally got rid of the voles, but trying to find plants that are clean and grown in clean soil and not treated or fertilized with chemicals is really hard. So I think that we might have a market for that. Anyway, that's beside the point. So I'm going to start by pushing an indention in my 2 spots here. I don't know if you can see that. So I just did 2 little indentions with my fingertips. Not very deep because you don't want these seeds to go very deep because they're tiny seeds. I'll show you my tomato seeds. These are from a larger tomato. So you have, like, when you have cherry tomatoes or grape tomatoes or just smaller, like pasting tomatoes, seeds get a lot smaller. And you only want to cover them up about the depth of the width of the seed. So if you have a seed that's like this, you just want to barely dust over it because it's not very big. So I'm going to do my indentions over here, and then I'm just going to, it's a little windy so all my stuff is wanting to fly away. Can you see that, Emma? I'm going to show them. I'm just going to lightly cover the seed. And I have pre-moistened this soil. You can do it dry, but I went ahead and wet it so that I don't need to water it so heavily, because sometimes when you water fresh, it displaces your seeds, and then you might end up with a sprout over here, and it's just, I've done that before, and then I'm like, why are my seeds like all over the place? So this just helps keep them in the right place. And these I'm going to cover, and then I have my labels printed, and like if you had plant markers, like plastic sticks or whatever, you just stick them in there, or if you want just right on the cup, you can do that with, like, I've done that with a marker before. A lot of times I usually do that, but I like this label idea. It makes it easier. I can think about it in the house, plan it out, print them out, and then just come out here and stick my labels on it. I already did one a few minutes ago because I couldn't help myself. So Emma's going to stick our label on there. And I don't have the prettiest handwriting in the world anyway, so this makes it completely legible. Alright. That's pretty much it. That's how easy it is. And you can see we have plans for 50 today. I've got 50 peppers and tomatoes, and then I have more herbs and flowers. I'm going to do them in bigger pots. So we have our work ahead of us. We'll be out here for a little while. But that's it. It's really easy, so go ahead, go out, get your seeds in your containers and dirt and get started. Plant yourself some seeds.